Okay, the game I have created is called The Quest to Find the Missing Orphans. I kind of chose this just because of my major. I'm in school, I'm getting my undergrad in family sciences, and I do plan to attend grad school at the University of Dayton to get my master's in clinical mental health counseling. So, this is kind of why I chose it. It kind of goes around with my career path, it's something I'm interested in and it's definitely something that I think could be beneficial to people in my major. So an overall summary of the game is it's basically an action-based quest that takes place in the suburbs of Chicago. In these suburbs, there is an orphanage, and inside of this orphanage, there are four orphan children who have run away. No one knows exactly why, where they went, but they're somewhere in the streets of Chicago. And I think, as we all know, Chicago isn't the safest place in the United States, especially for four children on their own with no guidance around. So it's kind of a scary situation. But as the game starts, the player will pick a character that they want to be. It's either a male or female social worker. There they can enter their name, and from there on, the game is computerized and will call them by the name that they choose. So, for instance, say I want to play, I would choose the female avatar and enter my name as Hannah. And throughout the game, it would call me Hannah, and that's basically how I would identify. The social worker or the player is actually the protagonist in the game. They basically are on this mission to find the missing children. Um, it basically starts as you're in your office as a social worker. You kind of just finished school. You're new to this whole game of social work. You've never been in any kind of situation like this, but you get a call. It's from a frantic woman at the orphanage, a lady who runs the orphanage, basically pleading for help, wanting help trying to find these missing children. So that is your overall goal of this, is to find them. The platform is basically it's an action-based quest game, as I had said. It aims to target any societal majors, so say social work, family studies, psychology, any societal majors like that, or it can be played for grades 6 through 12. The learning goals and objectives for grades 6 through 12, it's mainly decision making along the way on the game. You have different choices you can make, different paths that it'll take you on, and it's kind of your duty to choose which one you think is best. For the older kids who are involved or people who have chosen a major in this field that it intends to kind of attract, it implements all kinds of social worker types of skills, so things like assessing case notes, just getting to the bottom of how a person acts, why they could have ran away. You're going to find clues along the way and come through obstacles that kind of you have to be able to overcome and make the right decisions by using skills that you've learned throughout your schooling. So kind of an overview of the learning addressed in this game is decision making, reading and assessing case notes, and proper coping mechanisms. So if you are fortunate enough to find the orphans at the end of the game, there is an option where you can give any kind of coping mechanisms to each of the children to kind of help them overcome this obviously traumatic experience, kind of being lost in the city on their own, why they ran away, what you can do to help. And the design specifications, the storyline, it kind of starts off as you get this call, you make a decision if you think you're ready or not. If you are ready, you will then go to the orphanage, and there you will be presented with the woman who runs the orphanage, and she will kind of give you some background information, the identities of each of the individuals who have ran away, kind of all the information they have on them to kind of help you locate them. The climax of the game is obviously the journey, trying to find them, all the obstacles you are faced with, the decisions you're faced with, and kind of how you react to those. And then obviously the resolution is if you end up finding the children or if you don't. If you do, are you helping them with the correct coping mechanisms and anything else they need to be on the right path after this experience? The characters, there are 4 different characters of different ages with different backgrounds that you are presented with in the paper. Just a little bit, just kind of the small descriptions you get in the paper is kind of some stuff that can help you find them as they've been missing. The environment, as I've said, it's kind of a mysterious, eerie game. So it's kind of a dark color scheme. I chose obviously the streets of Chicago because it's a busy town, kind of dangerous. It makes the game more interesting in my opinion. The challenges faced are obviously all the obstacles you're faced with throughout the game, and what decisions you make to overcome those.